I think I'm on right now. I think I am on right now. Let the children sing. Let the applause go. Let the horns blow. Yo, it's Monday Night Mo. That's right. Mo 3 times. Monday night Mo. Duh. All right. Guys, the reason why I'm coming at you right now today is because I definitely want to talk, this right now, Mo 3 times Monday Night Quarterbacks. Thursday's debacle debate between former President Donald Trump and current President Joe Biden. I know you saw the chat GPT. I have chat GPT add hashtags and emojis to my writing, but that's my writing. They may do some punctuation. But honestly, that's just how I do it. That's how I do it, my chats, all right? And then I have them do some other stuff, but not for the show, guys. I'm not juicing, just so you know. Now I got this up. Let me take this down. And honestly, right now, it's jacked up because I really don't have a back. I like the sound of Monday Night Mo, right? I think we can do something with that. Definitely. All right, so really, the reason why I am crashing in on a Monday is because we've had some news. Now, I had a hankering to try to jump online and go live over the weekend. I was thinking Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but your boy needed his rest. He needed his Z's. He needed to recuperate, and get some grub. You know what I mean? Work out, hit his curls, do his cardio, get his focus, his chi, so he can get back to the wee. Even though it's Monday Night Mo right now. That's what we're going with. That's what I said. Listen up. I might have the camera. Great. I'm glad I don't have the camera up. This is not what I want. I had to jump on because it's running late and I just wanted to jump on. And honestly, I didn't throw anything crazy out there. And also, you don't see my face because we're going faceless right now, ladies and gentlemen. This is just what we're doing. We are going faceless right now. All right, so if you remember the last time I left you, it kind of sounded like this. Hear me out right now. But this is hold on, before I do all this, take your time. I hopped on out of nowhere. I'm sure there's probably only 2 people in here. If I'm going to do this, allow me to do this correctly for you, at least with some type of organization. So yeah, that's right. If you're looking at this right now, this show is called Van Jones is a Bitch. Because Van Jones is a bitch. That's why I named it. Am I right? No disrespect. Like, honestly though, I don't know how I can call someone a bitch without any type of disrespect. All right, and I'm gonna get into it. The reason why right now I've titled this show that Van Jones is a bitch. It's because he's always crying. He's always whining. Y'all know how Therese was on there whining? What I gotta do? What did we believe? I'll bring it up for you, just to jog your effing memories. Tyrese crying like a like, you know, it's not a. I don't think it's, you know. Sometimes you gotta get that cry out. I get it.
I filmed the video, uploaded the video. Video was on the internet. So imagine being the butt of every joke, memes, all your homies.
I just want to see the video. I don't want to see him explaining it. They make GIFs out of it. All right, maybe this is it.
I'm at $13,000 a month. What more do you want from me?
That's how Van Jones be sounding.
Oh my God.
Like, I get it, Tyrese. She's trying to stick you for the CS, the whole amount.
Oh my God.
Yep. She done told you she loved you.
My Shayla.
I am keeping your baby away from you.
And ain't nobody
hitting
showing
you with
up
the
for me.
child
I got all
support.
these millionaire friends. I got billionaire friends.
He also got a Starbucks in his backyard. I seen that. I mean, come over, get a latte, help your boy so he can get his precious Sheila. But yo, I can get it, Tyrese crying. But damn it. But not Van Jones. Not Van Jones crying like a bitch. Listen. All right, so Van Jones already has videos of him crying like numerous times. And when I say numerous, like a couple times. Like, he's on TV crying. 2020, he reacts to the election of Joe Biden by crying. He cries for everything. When Donald Trump was elected, he cried. He be crying over everything. After last Thursday's debate on Thursday between slow my roll. I was about to get into it. Just give me a second. Because I'm out of control. I really did not mean to do this for you. So, yo, when I tell you guys to hit like, share, subscribe, I really, really mean that. But when I tell you hit the notifications bell, this is the reason. Because I come up with it, no rhyme or reason. And I know you got, the hot sign is on. You want it hot. And it's hot right now. It's going to be good after with the replay and everything when it's room temp, when it becomes room temp. But right now, it is freaking hot. Like Krispy Kremes. Like the Krispy Kremes.
I can't control it.
I can't control it.
It's in my family. My father said it's on his side.
So let me ease on into this.
It makes me very sad.
Let me ease on into this, get some graphics up, make this a nice, pleasurable listening experience for you guys. Right, I don't even have the chat up. I didn't bring the phone line up. We can get into that. I mean, I wasn't going to necessarily do that. But what I'm talking about is, yeah, it needed to be done. It needed to be done. I don't even know what this thing is called. Oh, there it is. All right, let me clear this out here. Let me put up the proper show. I can have that background. I'm gonna keep that background. Yeah, but then, man, there's just so much. All right, so really I wanted to get on like today, this weekend, because I really wanted to, like just quarterback like what happened during the debate, because it was just a debacle. Like on both sides, definitely more for Joe Biden in my observations. Like Trump did everything I expected him to do. I've spoken with people who are like really pro-Trump, and they were just like, oh, he didn't lose his temper, he didn't go right. Like that's the bar they set for him. But still, even with that, I mean, Joe Biden, it was his debate really to lose. Like, and it really wasn't about him trying to gain any voters or anything like that. It was just trying to show his base and show up the people that are supposedly going to go out and vote for him and let them know that, hey, I'm here, I'm of sound mind, and I'm sturdy, and I can give you guys another 4 years. And then, kind of answer some questions and, lay out an agenda, do a little bit for his campaign, call Donald Trump an ex-con. That's how it was supposed to go. Now, some people really haven't watched debates before, and I tell you, I've watched a lot of them. And Joe Biden is a stutterer. He is. He's an effing stutterer. But this was more than stuttering here, guys. This was more than stuttering. I mean, like, I really have to wonder. Does he have what it takes? Does he have what it takes to... That's right, Van Jones is a bitch. He is. He really is. Van Jones is the B word.
Emotionally and mentally, this is the lowest I've been so far.
And that's Van. That's just Van. I'll get a chat up. They said, do like you're going to do. And I see some people in here. I haven't even looked at the chat. Love is in the building. What's up, Love? Thank you for showing up on a Monday. Who's a Virgo? Van Jones? He acts like a Virgo. I kid. No, he just acts like a bitch, though. Honestly. No rim shot there. Pause, keep going. But, yeah. For my 4 up in there, listen, I'm looking at my live thing, and there's 4 people in here. That's 4 opportunities to hit that thumbs up. There's 4 opportunities. 4. Or if you've never seen me before or seen my show, you can hit a little like, share, subscribe. I like a subscribe. I've been at 131 for like a month now. I mean, I haven't been doing the marketing. I know. I got my hands in a lot of jelly jars here. A lot of jelly jars. Hands everywhere like octopus. But don't worry. We're going to get the word out. Talking shit, getting clicks. Thursday nights. This is how we do. This is what we do. I know you guys are here. Not to talk about Van Jones is a bitch, but we know why. But if you look down the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and so is the 2024 election, because that's going to be a bitch. And then the Supreme Court, too. Now, I sit here in my throne with the crown behind me, and I sit here sometimes and I get a little full of myself because I've been making predictions. You know, right now the camera's not on, but it hasn't changed. I got the backwards cap on, headphones on top of them, but honestly, I should be wearing the hat of a fucking Swami. Because I have been making predictions. I should have the turban with the diamond keeping it together in the middle right now. With a ruby and a freaking feather coming out of it, because I have been making predictions. I shouldn't be wearing the backwards 3 times dope cap that was given to me by Scotty T.
You are Comedy Minute Quickie.
I should be wearing the hat of fucking Hogwarts right now.
First of all, don't argue.
I freaking should. I know I'm talking about shit because every time I've been calling it every time, and I'm gonna tell you right now, how I'm feeling. If we're talking 2024 election, it's too close to call. And you know what? That makes this spectacularly fun for me in this specific show that we're doing now. Now, I went through all of that because in my mind's eye, we're talking about the Supreme Court today. Of course, we're going to talk about that ratty-ass debate from Thursday, but right now, we're talking about the 6-3 Supreme Court decision of allowing the president immunity from prosecution. That's what they have basically done. Donald Trump once said, whilst campaigning, that he could shoot a man in broad daylight and get away with it. And
first of all,
he manifested it.
I like what you're doing.
He manifested it.
I like what you're doing because you fucking with fire. You fucking with real gangster shit.
Yeah, exactly, Birdman. Unrub those hands together. Unrub your hands, Birdman, and get in line, because this MF can literally, all right, so he's not gonna be just, I mean, you would expect your president, look, listen, I am naive at some things, but I am not naive enough. I've watched too many Jason Bourne movies to understand that the president does not mind every now and then having to point a finger, you know what I mean? Having to reach out and touch someone and point that finger and give that command to ultimately separate someone's physical from their soul and their soul from this plane of existence.
No creature on earth, except for my dog, is ever gonna control me.
You know what I mean? But damn, that's what the Supreme Court did. And then 6-3. And we've been getting a lot of 6-3s. I'm going to tell you why we've been getting a lot of 6-3s. You want me to tell you why you getting a lot of 6-3s? And I'm doing this. I'm going to take this from the Fox News. I'm taking this from Fox News right now. Let's go to the monitors. Let us go to the monitors right now. This is the monitor of Fox effing News. And these are the Supreme Court justices. Let me boost this in, just so you guys can see. You see that nice little zoom I put on there? I did that with the mouse, with the scroller mouse. I did that.
Really?
Yeah, I did. All right, so check this out. All right. Hold on for a second. Let me take this away. I can't. Yeah, give me that. Put that back in there. Put that back in there. Make it big. All right. So, from left to right, let me explain to you who's in these pictures. You can probably read it, but I'll read it for you. Starting on the left with the red slippers on is Justice Amy Coney Barrett. And these are, if you guys understand how this picture is set up, it's set up wonderfully. Because they've kind of tried to space out the liberals from the conservatives. But, all right, so we got Amy Coney Barrett, and then next to her is Neil M. Gorsuch, and then that is Justice Sonia Sotomayor, and then we have Clarence Thomas. And then next to him, we have Chief Justice John G. Roberts. Like, he's the oldest one there. He's the most tenured justice there, so he is the Chief Justice. And then we have Associate Justices Ketanji Brown Jackson. Then we have Samuel Alito. And then we have Elena Kagan. And we have Brett Kavanaugh. Now, real quick, while I have this up, you guys think to yourselves, you point out which 3 voted for what and which 6 voted for what. Go ahead. I'll play a little music while you get it together. Where's the music? Where's the music? Look at me out here dodging raindrops. I know. Yeah. That's right. Talking shit, getting clicks right now. If you're looking at this picture, you point out the 3 justices that ruled against this, or you can point out the 6 that ruled in favor of this presidential immunity on the Donald Trump versus the United States of America trial. I like to stop it, but you know I love that. You know I love the techno. All right. It's not hard. It's not hard here. Pause. Like, full stop. Full stop. All right. So Ev Love, are you going from left to right, 2, 3, and 6? She is saying Neil Gorsuch, Sotomayor. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, and Ketanji Brown. Ooh, you got 1. Oh, you got 2, actually, Ev. Yeah. It is Sotomayor. It is Ketanji Brown Jackson, justices. It is those 2, but it's not number. You're off with number 2. That's Neil Gorsuch. Neil Gorsuch doesn't get that. I'll give you a hint. It's another lady justice. It's another lady justice. And remind you that Amy Coney Barrett was, yeah, there you go, love. There you go, love. You're there. That's right. Anytime, listen, and I'm just throwing this out there because I haven't been going back through all the cases, but usually in the last couple of months of last year, anytime you hear a 3 to 6, when you hear that 3 to 6, that strong ass 3 to 6, the 3 is gonna be Justices Sotomayor, Justices Brown Jackson, and Justice Kagan. When I say, because her name is Ketanji Brown Jackson. So Jackson, Sotomayor, Jackson, and Kagan. There you go. Scotty T, I'm wearing my 3 times dope hat right now. But if you let everybody in the chat tell you, I am wearing a effing Wizards hat. I am wearing a turban with a diamond ruby feather in it. That's right. I am wearing the fucking Wizards, the Wizards hat right now. because I've been telling people for years. We get caught up in the presidency, but the reason why it's so important is because the president gets to choose the justices. He gets to choose the justices. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but before Obama was going to go out of presidency, he had a choice to choose a judge, and they held that up. Mitch McConnell did his thing. I'm not going to lie. If you're just looking at it from the outside of looking what it was, it's fucked up. But he made it so that because Obama had less than a year to still sit as president, he made it so he couldn't choose the justice. Right? Now, on the flip side, when Trump was in that same position, when he was on his way out, and the Democrats should have been like, yo, you can't choose a justice, you can't choose a justice. No, they said, F that rule. F that rule. That's not good enough for us now. We still want to choose our justices. And out of those justices, we got Neil Gorsuch, who has been, he got the Clarence Thomas treatment. Remember, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Clarence Thomas on trial. Yeah, the Clarence Thomas, when he was trying to be admitted to the justice as a justice with Anita Hill. Yeah, he had to fight allegations. Neil Gorsuch basically faced the similar type allegations. Well, not, kind of being a little frisky with the women folk. So Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett, and honestly, it's crazy. This is all I can do. Yes, this is live. We're in here. We're live. We are live. We are live. I just don't got my live chat up. I'll do that right now because I'm tripping. It's Monday. I don't usually do this on Mondays. No excuse. No excuse. Remy Papoose. No excuse. So as I pull up the live chat, and you see the fishies swimming around, you will not see my beautiful face because the work week has started for me, and honestly, I'm already beat the fuck up. Nah, just playing. Had a great day, very productive, blah, 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 blah. Keeping it moving. All right, so now I just explained to you guys what's going on with this little 6'3", right? I did that. Actually, if I switch it back to here, because Van Jones is a bitch. I'm just putting that out there. He's always crying. Just always crying tears. Put that out there. Now let's get it. Let's get it right now. All right. So. All right. So we know the Supreme Court ruled today in the Trump versus United States case that a former president has substantial immunity from prosecution for official acts committed while in office, but not for unofficial acts. And what they're going to do is, now that they've made that decision, they're going to throw it down to a lower court to rule whether President Trump is immune, and boom. And there it is. Right? Now, You can get away with everything. Yeah, I listen. It is. President Trump is immune from prosecution regarding actions related to efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election. So, I take this back to Thursday night, right? Because going into Thursday night's debate between the former president and old Joey B, I had predicted that Joe Biden would mumble and stumble. But I thought he would do an otherwise decent job of debating Donald J. Trump. I expected Trump to insult. I expected him to evade questions. I expected him to lie. And I expected him to push his own agenda and actually evade questions by pushing it. And it did not. And I used the N word on here. You did. He can get away with the ... F. Love you. He can't. But that's not why Van Jones is a bitch. Even though he was crying of course, he was on CNN crying today when the Supreme Court justices made that effing decision. And that's why he's a... Right. So, I made this prediction on Thursday, right? Now, if you've watched my shows before, I think I've made it clear I am not a big fan of the MAGA movement. I'm just not. But with that said, I have towed the line of being pro-Biden, but not really pro-Biden. I'm pro-Biden because he's not Donald Trump. That's just how it is. I mean, my next door neighbor, we take shots, we hang out, we chill, we talk about life. She loves Donald Trump. She loves Donald Trump, and that's just what it is. We still got to live together in this country and make something of ourselves out here. You know what I mean? With all this craziness. So let's not let it divide us. I'm over it. Like, emotionally, I've been over it since 2015. I got over it by like the end of that election week. It had just worn on me. So I'm cool with that. And I'm glad because it helps make me a little bit more objective. He's crying because he know what Trump is going to do. Yeah. But, I mean, I would take this time if I was Joe Biden to say that shit. Since I can't be prosecuted on immunity, I would take this time to just say, hey, SEAL Team 5, you know, SEAL Team 3, one of the SEAL teams. Hey, I got a directive for you as your president, commander-in-chief. You know, I can't do it because, you know, I got osteo. I got the porosis. But I need you guys to go out there and cap him off. Listen, I disclaim I have no ill will towards anybody in any way where I would get violent with them. I don't want to be pictured with like it was the lady who had his head cut off and everything. I think it's serious. I think it's serious, and I think it could possibly end up to that, but that is not my personal mind frame. You know what I mean? And anybody that has that mind frame, like they will want to hurt somebody or something like that, I mean, I would suggest getting professional help. That is my effing, that's my thing. That's how I feel about that. But if you remember last night, before last Thursday, it kind of ended like something like this. Like, this is how last week's show ended. Need politics? No. Should we need police or anything? No. We should all get along and be organized and do whatever and live our life how we should do. We should live our life how we should live our life. We should live our life where, but this is the world that I live in, and this is what's going to be happening in the very near future. So this is what I'm dealing with right now.
What the hell's been happening in the last 4, 10 years, 8 years, 15 years?
I am talking Trump or Biden. I am talking Trump or Biden. If you want to talk something different, then we can set up a Zoom for that. But if we're not talking about Trump or Biden, then, my nigga, it's 9:48. I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't need it.
But just because you don't need it don't mean the rest of the world don't need it. You got a podcast. It's not about
you sound like a Democrat now. You sound like a Democrat now.
Now I'm a Democrat. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying this is not about my opinion isn't right. Somebody can be arguing saying it's wrong. They can be saying yours is wrong. We're not here to debate who's right.
Fucking asshole. Yo, and that's how it ended. That's how last week's show ended, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it ended. Yeah, but that's bro. Like, excuse me. All right. So that's how it went. That's how last Thursday night ended. I was like, all right, I gotta explain. So, all right, I already said I'm not a fan. So as we all know, Thursday went to shit for the Biden team, and I mean, I was still doing the wee episodes, and I put the show in the overtime mode, if you guys remember, because I did the show where we talking about the things, and the kid with the things, and then the kid going to New Jersey and like killing and hit the guy with the hammer, and we were doing all those stories. But then I went to overtime mode. I hopped on Zoom with none other than El Vlago, aka Reckless World 7, and a good friend of mine, Will Murph, to comment on the debate between Trump and Biden, right? Now, honestly, it was just my intention to make remarks while following along, kind of like a verbal live tweeting of going along with the debate. You know, engage in some banter with the bros and just, you know, comment on the debate. I wasn't trying to have a debate myself, but that's how it ends up. But anyone who watched found me in El Vlogo, just like I showed you. We were going back and forth. You know, we were going back and forth. Now, Reckless and I have a special history, if you guys don't know. I mean, I realized that it was just going to be dumb, and I was laughing because I had to open up the OBS screen today before I started this show, and then I played that clip back, and I had to open up in safe mode because I basically just hit the power button. I hit the power button, and I shut it down from my end at the very least. I didn't shut everything down because you can't stop us. It's going to happen. But from my end, I had to shut it down. So with that, I did make the choice to terminate my session because, like I said, I was dealing with a fucking asshole. It is something, Flash. It is something, Flash. Oh, all right. Don't worry, though. Don't worry. It's not that serious. Vlogo is really he's my real life older brother, and we've been doing that, going back and forth since the 1900s. So I bet good money we'll hear from Sharon the Don soon, and he will be back for more action. And if not, you can check him out on his POE cast. He's got a show on Facebook that he does 2 shows a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you gotta hit him like me because he'll do me, and he'll just pop up. I'm trying to find it for you. I'll throw here he is. I got him as built from scratch, but he does the POE cast, and yeah, and he's live. Built F Scratch. I will throw his page up there right now. Send loves out to him, but yeah. That's a site right here, guys. This is where you want to be. Hit him up. He does a cold, hard facts, the POE cast. Yeah. And we get down with that Thunlight Productions and publishing. Let the children sing. Give them applause. Give them horns. All right? Just so you know. Just so you know. That's my, that's bro. That is bro. All right? All right, T? Okay, so anyway, it was good I hung up because it did actually give me an opportunity to watch the debate live. And honestly, I feel sorry for America right now. I'm weeping for us. All of my fellow Americans, I cry. I cry deep tears. And the reason why is because, like I said before, Donald Trump didn't disappoint my earlier expectations. I mean, he did what he was going to do. He lied, he insulted, he evaded questions, and he did that shit all night. But Joe? SMH, Joe? SMH means shaking my head. You can't see my face, so I'm explaining it. Explain what's going on right now. But Joe, yo, he looked like Baghdad in 2004, swear to God. He looked bombed out and depleted, honestly. He looked like he needed to sit down in an IV. He looks like he needs that little gymnastics bar. You know that little gymnastics bar? Hold on. I gotta bring it up. This is what he looks like. Imagine this shit in the White House. I can't even. Oh my God. Do I got a picture of this? Why is this coming up? Oh, hold on. Like, he has one of these. I'm gonna show you. I don't even wanna. I can't even type. Hold on. What's going on? In the midnight hour. She cried mama. Yo, I can't even type. I'm thinking of other things. I'm having a Joe Biden moment right now. Like, but doesn't Joe look like he has one of these? Like, right in the White House, if you walk into his room, he has one of these. You could tell. He looked very fucking frail. No, love. Do you have a black job? Oh, now I'm looking at the chat. I am sorry, guys. I'm looking at the chat now because I just went in my mouth. That's right. With a rebel yell. She cried, mama, whoa. Yeah. Actually, Ev Love, I work at the TSA. Little BET Awards action last night. Love was watching the BET Awards, and I can't, honestly, I might have to watch. It was probably good. People were celebrating it, but I don't usually watch. I usually heard Drake won. I don't know. I'm gonna have to review it. But yo, hold on. Listen, guys, I know you're here to talk about the election right now and the Supreme Court decision. We already know about that, the 3663 decision, what Trump can do. Now basically they're giving him the magic gun to just start blasting. I don't have a job, black or white. I got a black job. That's amazing. But yo, has anybody, and you have to watch this, flashback, if you see this, I got it on Amazon. I don't know if you know, but I've always been a fan of the Maxes. But Furiosa. It is a must watch. It was a very, very well done movie. If you like the last one Buddy did with, what's my man's name? You Fight Like a Young Man. He played Bane in Batman 3. Tom Hardy. Remember Tom Hardy was in the other one with Charlize? You know, the Mad Max. Basically, it's like Mad Max 5. Yeah, that's Biden's, that's what's in the presidential bathroom right here, specifically for Joe. It says perch for Eagle One, right above the toilet. That's what it does. I gotta stop laughing at my own jokes. I just came up with that right there, though. Just so you know, that's how my mind works. I'm not Joe Biden in right now. I'm not Biden in. I'm not having a Biden moment. Now, but yeah. Damn it, Joey. He was horrible. And it's not like, listen, like I said, he stutters and he has this little stutter he does. And if you've watched Joe over the years, the stutter can be kind of like endearing. It's endearing because he'll kind of stutter and then he'll make his point, or he'll stutter with like a joke and it'll just be perfect. Or he'll say something sarcastic or funny and it's just like, oh, there's Joe. That's Uncle Joe. He went to Sleepy Joe, Grandpa Joe. Now he's like Hospice Joe. He's hospice. He's looking like hospice out there. Let's talk about this. Watch Furiosa. There's a shitload of themes, and we'll talk about Furiosa on Thursday. But you guys watch Furiosa if you can, if you have the means. You watch Furiosa. We're going to definitely talk about it on Thursday. Once again, let me throw it up there because I really want to talk about this on Thursday because I like this movie, and there was a lot of themes, and there was a lot of like crazy stuff that I saw in there. You know, like some Pizzagate type shit in there, you know, hint, hint. So, honestly, watch this movie and let me know what you think about it. This is your team I'm showing you. This is your team right here. All right. So, I've jumped all around the place. But really, this is what I was saying. Like that's why I always thought the election was very important because the president has the ability to pick the Supreme Court justices, which means that's a big power and that's a branch, you know, is that necessarily a check and balance over the Supreme Court? Because we always were taught that we have this system of checks and balances and that, you know, the president has veto power and he can appoint but like, if you are Clarence Thomas and you're the president and Donald Trump's already gotten in trouble for keeping like swords and shit from Iran that they give him, like little souvenirs and fucking tchotchkes that they give him, they're not supposed to keep all that stuff. All of those gifts belong to the American people, and usually what they do is they take them and they put them in the presidential library. I mean, if Trump gets a sword or if somebody gives him like a fucking gold-plated AK, I don't give a fuck. I don't want a piece of that. Keep that. That's your job as president. You're supposed to get some perks and stuff, even though he's not allowed to do that. The same with Congress, even though we know that political action committees take some on trips and give them little kickbacks and monies and everything. They got a way that they do it legally. There is no rules for this Supreme Court standing right there. There are no rules for these guys. They can basically do wherever the fuck they want it. So much so that after they found that Clarence Thomas and the fucking Alito and Gorsuch and shit was taking yacht trips with billionaires and fishing trips and going camping and fucking going to see volcanoes erupt and going on submarines to look at Titanic damage and shit. When they were going on all these freebie trips, it didn't fucking matter. They were supposed to say that they were supposed to go just out of fucking honor system, but honestly, none of these fuckers are honorable. Because they aren't using the honor system. They're just taking mad fucking trips and getting meals and expenses and kickbacks and checks, and there is no oversight. And when they tried to put a little oversight, say, hey, let's put some rules in here. Let's put some rules in here so it makes a little transparency. They shut that shit down. What was the rule on that? I'm going to say it was 3-6. I don't know, maybe 2-7, because Sotomayor looks like she has fun. And Keegan looks like it might have been 8-1. Kentaji might have just been the only one holding it down. I don't say this because she's black and I'm black. I just say it because, damn it, that's how I'm thinking right now. All right, Scotty T, I'm looking right now. Scotty T said he's got to go, but he wants to leave me with a joke. Scotty, if you're still there, I'm sorry. Let me hear it.
Your Comedy Minute Quickie.
All right, I'm going to wait for it. But that's what we got right now, sirs. Ma'ams and sirs. People are like, I was like, they were like, why are you bitching them? I remember Winnie and Dickie, I was bitching about y'all. How do you know when two politicians are telling the truth?
Listen.
I'm stumped, Scotty. I'm stumped. Tell me. When they call each other liars. He's not lying. He's not lying. I know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that one. There, that's the button. That's the button.
Y'all killing me with this.
When they call each other liars, when you call each other liars, when they call each other liars, they're telling the truth. I met a girl who had March Madness teeth. Oh my God. Oh my God. You do say, sir. What about the March Madness teeth, Scotty? Is it something about brackets? She was down to her final. Oh my God, this guy.
Your Comedy Minute Quickie.
Mama told me to stop cursing, all that cursing. Mama, I'm just passionate about this shit I'm talking.
Listen.
Mama told me to talk your shit, but do not curse. Don't curse, but talk your shit. Don't curse, but talk your shit. Mama said, do not curse, but talk your shit. Soap, I take soap. Tell her I need some more of that turmeric soap. Because I went through that bar. Had me smelling good. I was smelling fresh. It smelled like nothing, actually. But my skin felt like crazy. Like it zapped all of my extra oils. And I am very oily in the summer, guys. If you don't know, I am a sweater. I sweat like slave. And if the Supreme Court keeps going, damn it, I'm about to be 3/5. Again, I fear, all because Joe Biden walked across that saunter. He didn't even saunter across the stage. He didn't. You know what? I was talking to Love about this. I was like, yo, Love, like honestly, like when he was in the first election, he was already old. We were like, yo, he's old. Maybe I shouldn't go there right yet, because I got a point where I'm going there. But you know how I get there. I might even never ever get there, so I might actually get there. All right. But the whole thing was when he was campaigning before, he was running across the stage. He was bending down, getting on one knee, shaking hands, bending over. Like it looked like somebody said he looked like he was Weekends at Bernie's. It looked like he had little mini drones kind of holding him up, getting him over there, walking over. When he was walking out to the podium, I had to laugh because he did the thing where you point at the podium like, is that my podium? Like that thing, he did that thing. But the fucked up thing, oh, excuse my language, mama. Excuse my language. Yo, but the messed up thing was that, yo, bro, you did the coin flip earlier. You got to choose your podium. Why are you even asking if that's your podium? You just wave, throw the thumbs up, and keep it moving. And bend your knees when you walk, Joe. Bend your knees. Use your hips, bro. Use your hips. Joe needs yoga. That's what he looked like. He looked like he had just got out of a car accident. Like he was in an Uber, with somebody who had the Wuhan, and they got in an accident, and he both got Wuhan and a bad back. Like straight up. He straight up. Because honestly, you and I all know that whoever's gonna vote for whoever's gonna vote for they're gonna vote for. Trump people are gonna vote for Trump. Biden was there to let people know that, hey guys, I'm not gonna die in the next 4 years. That's what he was there. That's what he was there to show us, like, hey guys, I'm not gonna die 4 years. I still got it. Like honestly, the DNC could have, oh my God, you could have disguised it. And I'm gonna rep for the DNC right now. I am, because they need help. I'm gonna help them out. Like they should have bought him out like they used to bring out Nassim Hamed. Remember the fighter Nassim Hamed? His ring entrances. Like they used to carry him out. Oh my God, it popped right up. Look, they used to carry this man out. That's how they should have carried Biden out to the thing. Like carry him out. Like put him in the hoop. Like bring him out that way. Put him in a hoop. I mean, he's not gonna backflip onto the podium, but damn, let him sit down. Swing him on out down to the podium and just drop him off. Drop him off. Bombed out, depleted, Iraq, 2004. I was there. And guess what? That's how Robinette Biden looked like. Robinette. That's French. I haven't even begun yet. Yeah, I began. Like, I gotta stop though. All right, he just looked terrible, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, damn, Joey. Like, yeah, he has a stutter, but he did not look commanding at all. I mean, and he was raspy as fuck. And I mean, not in that Marcus Aurelius, to the Spaniard and Ridley Scott's Gladiator. You remember Richard Harris was all raspy and he was damn near deaf and he's giving instructions, but he kept his royal dignity about himself. I mean, that rest in peace, Richard Harris. But Richard Harris was acting, and I think that goes into debating as well. I mean, you're acting and performing. That's a huge part of debate, and a raspy voice sounds greater, and it sounds good. Mind your raspy voice. I mean, it will sound gangster if you're talking with some confidence and you're cool about it. Joe looked like he was on a hot seat. He's the president of the United States, and he looked like he looked like he had lied on his resume. Not saying he did, I know. Now I feel like, damn, he's going in on Joey B, and I'm not going on Donald Trump. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we can keep it factual. CNN, who does fact checking, and they like created the debate fact check. So you can fact check their fact checks. But basically what they came up afterwards, I still had an eye open. They said that that Donald Trump had lied over 30 times compared to Joe Biden's 9. And this was for a 90-minute debate. So if you do the math, Trump lied about 33.3% of the time compared to Biden's 10%. But if you look a little closer and you flip the lies, you would understand that Biden told the truth 90% of the time. Biden was telling the truth. And Donald Trump was actually telling the truth 66.6% of the time. Do the math. That's the devil. That's 66.6 devil. That's 666 point Satan. 66 point Satan. Oh, my goodness.
Defense attorneys have proposed asking prospective jurors if they have opinions about people from New Jersey.
Well, do you? Do you? Leave Biden alone. Leave Biden alone. Remember in 2008, there was the Tea Party movement? Y'all remember the Tea Party movement? Oh, yo, by the way, guys, don't let me... Van Jones is a bitch. Van Jones is a bitch.
Look at this nigga.
Seriously, he is. That's what the show is called. I'm keeping with the theme. Van Jones is a bitch. We're really not even going to talk about Van Jones. But I'm tired of him crying. He was crying over Supreme Court today. He's always crying. Yo, after the debate, he was talking about somebody want to cry. I was like, and remember, in Love, I leaned over and I said, Love, he's acting like a bitch. He's acting like a bitch.
Look at this nigga.
Y'all don't gotta clap at everything.
All right, let me turn that off. All right, so go to show and see. All right, so back in the day, in about 2008, when Obama was running for president, the country was going to hell in a handbasket. We had the housing bubble burst, and there were talks of, like, during the campaign in 2000, well, he became president in 2008. During the presidential campaigns in later 2006 on up through 2007, there was a housing crisis, and people were hurting themselves and killing the entire family inside their house and just walking away from homes, and they were in a very bad way. We had went through what was effectively a depression. We had went through like a nuclear blast, and it ripped through the housing market because the bankers got greedy. Now, we were at a point where we were going to probably tear shit apart. Actually, no, I wouldn't say no, because really the only people that looked like they were going to tear shit apart was actually the Tea Party, who has now, for the most part, become MAGA movement. Have not become. They didn't turn into MAGA movement. I guess they were absorbed by, but I would say we were probably in a good deal, and we didn't really have to worry too much because it was a whole bunch of guys walking around wearing like Revolutionary War hats or baseball caps, and they had them tea bags stapled to them like jerks. They looked stupid. They look like stupid jerks. You know what I mean? They just look dumb, right? But anyway, they were absorbed by MAGA. And this is in 2008, housing crisis. Now, a lot of Americans simply voted for Obama because he was like, yo, it's not fair. And we thought that he was just going to give it to the companies and not bail anybody out. But really, George Bush had passed the bailout already before leaving office. And Obama presided over there as in, respecting coming in. I would have wrote one of those orders, those executive orders for that. And I think the country would have responded. But no, we bailed out the automakers. We bailed out the banks, right? We gave them a shitload of money. And this is a part of the conversation I was having with POE Cast and Reckless World. Like, we bailed them out and we gave them money. And what did they do? What did they do? Did they reinvest that in infrastructure? Did they hire more American people? Huh? They hire more citizens? No. No, trickle down doesn't work because basically what they did was they gave all of themselves raises. That's what they did. That's what they did. They gave themselves raises. Now, I get what he was saying. Like, if you have, it's on a company, it's on a CEO. If you're in a good company, they're going to hook you up. And if you're a bad company, it is way more damage is done than good is done. So that's basically what I was saying about that. I think trickle-down theory is fucking stupid. I think it's stupid.
Y'all don't gotta clap at everything.
Look at this nigga.
But anyway, I say this to say that Van Jones is a bitch. Van Jones is a bitch.
Groovy.
All right. So then 2008 comes up, and then we got some Supreme Court justices that are supposed to be retiring, and Obama has the perfect opportunity to say, hey, let's get some new blood in here, and he doesn't end up getting to get his last Supreme Court pick in there. And then and then Mitch McConnell and those Republicans, I'm telling you, they were doing their shit, and you can't hate on it because that's what their job was to do it. I mean, you can't hate if you don't like the outcomes of it and everything like that. But I mean, I'm looking at it as a strategic point. They got it off because they were able to reverse what they did to Obama with President Trump at the end of his term before Biden was coming in, and Biden would have been able to pick up two Supreme Court justices, at least one. And guess what? They said, no, we're not going to do that rule anymore. We're going to do, he's still president, he can pick. And that's what they did. And guess what? You lost one from Obama. You gained two with President Trump. The person who made this shit happen was Mitch McConnell. And who's the other sassy dude? Lindsey Graham. Sassy Lindsey. That's what they did. Ramid, what's good? Vlago, what's good?
What's up, people? Here we are back in the talking shit, getting clicked.
Love, what's good? That's what they did. So when you hear 6-3 in the Supreme Court, those are where those three justices come from. Now, with saying that, if it was 6-3, oh my God. If it was the other way around, and I think some would say, and I have to speak from maybe a creative perspective, that I'm thinking that someone on the other side would think that if Obama got that one and then Biden got those two, and it would be 6-3 going in the other direction, then right now they will be ruling on shit about allowing the males from the age of 18 to 24 to wear crystal clear pants with no drawers and allow them to tuck themselves back into themselves. You can win. You know what I mean? Are you listening? Are you listening? You would be allowed to walk with your nipples out all the time.
What's up, people? Here we are back in the talking shit, getting clicked.
Butch body.
You know what I mean?
Groovy.
So that's what it is. And that's where we have, guys. So we are in crazy times. That's right. Get yourself some land. Learn how to make grow some potatoes. Grow some potatoes. Get yourself some chickens. Get a couple goats. You know, we're gonna get yourself some ammo. Buy it in bulk. You know what I mean? Get yourself some waters, and guess what? You got to find a different way to store water, because we all got plastic in us right now. We all got plastic in us. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've known that. I remember when plastic water bottles became the thing, because there was a shitload of rappers up there, and they had their towels, and they had a clear plastic water bottle, and everybody had to have a water bottle. I'm talking about the little, even like the water, the purified, great value drinking water that we take for granted right now and then, and we drink all the time. That was like a little luxury back in the day for a little small while. And I would say that the bottled water craze, yeah, I would say like 95-ish, 94-ish, 95-ish, in that area. And like I remember Wu-Tang Clan all coming up to the stage to get like an American Music Award, and they all had towels, the whole posse, and water bottles. Damn, where they get water bottles from? Right? And I bet before Capadonna could go bang bang, the scientists already knew that we had plastic. We had plastic in our bloodstream.
What's up, people? Here we are back in the talking shit, getting clicked.
Yeah, Van Jones is a bitch, guys. Van Jones is a bitch. Do me a favor and Google. Hold on. I'm gonna show you something. Van Jones crying. I got you guys right quick. Let me see if it'll let me do this, because Lord knows. All right. Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll. Pause. The plastic water bottles are thinner now, which means that, guess what? They degrade that much quicker into your bloodstream. You know? That's what they do. Seriously. It's going to change your DNA. It's going to change your DNA. Oh my God. Main line.
Terrible.
So this is what's going on. This is what's going on, guys. And let me tell you what I said because the DNC is in so much trouble, I'm going to help them out. All right, first of all, with the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Let's do the woulda, shoulda, coulda with. Woulda, shoulda, coulda with. Listen, we are in the Democrat. I'm an independent. The Democrats are in a position because they didn't do what I thought they should do. Tormenta.
Look at me out here dodging raindrops, Mo.
And this is what they should have did. All right, so you guys remember in 2020. You remember we were in the vid, and it was down and out, and we were doing TikTok dances, and the kids were doing school from their little Chromebooks, and getting in mad video game play. Everybody was leveling up on their prospective video games. You know what I mean? You remember what happened? There was a whole bunch of Democrats, and they were like, nobody is going to be able to beat this guy. Nobody's going to be able to beat him. You remember Joe Biden didn't want to run in the beginning, in the first place. And they were like, we're going to get Joe Biden. They were calling him over on the phone. They kind of had to negotiate to get him to run. Like, oh my God. I don't know what they gave Joe Biden to run, but I hope it involves some type of stem cells or something. Some baby stem cells from Germany, because he needs to get his groove. He needs to get wobbly again. He's not wobbly. And I know why he's not wobbly, because over the last 4 years, there's nothing but fucking TikTok footage of this MF falling down Air Force One, stumbling out of Marine One, falling down at the West Point, the graduation, falling off the bike. You know what I mean? He's been breaking his bones. He's been hitting his bones. He probably got a rod in there. He definitely has to have osteo. He needs vitamin D. He needs some shea butter on his kneecaps or something. He needs some ligaments, some Tiger Balm or something. Like, he needs an exosuit. That's what he needed. To RoboCop his ass up to that podium. I can't stop. I can't get the image of him. Yo, do you guys remember Nicholas Flamel and Harry Potter? I think that's what he was. Nicholas Flamel. Let me see if I can. Flamel. Harry Potter character. I got the name right. Don't ask me. Don't ask me how I even remember this stuff. I ain't read the books either. Remember Nicholas Flamel? Remember how he was this the Sorcerer's Stone? Damn, Nicholas, he was like the Philosopher's Stone. He was like an immortal, but he wasn't like immortal like damn Dracula, where, you know, Dracula gets fly fresh to death, throws on some shades and a pinstripe suit. Like, this MFer was immortal, but you can't hurt him. Cause he was like he was flimsy. Like, Nicholas Flamel would definitely have the HSA eligible toilet safety rails, adjustable toilet safety frame for elderly, seniors, handicapped, and disabled toilet with the handles, foldable handicap toilet rails, fit any toilet bowl. But as you can see, let me use a cursor right here. You see that bowl? That's not complete because Joe Biden looks like he has a soft seat. Joe Biden sits on a soft seat.
Look at me out here dodging raindrops, Mo.
That's what he looks like. I gotta get off of Biden. I mean, Trump's not out the way either, because like I said before, that MF, you lied 30 times, and I think 30 is busy and nice. But even when I was doing the 666, like 66.6 times percent of the time he told the truth. Listen. There is a difference between the fact-checking going on between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Let's get that shit out the way first and foremost. Donald Trump was saying, basically back on his Mexicans is coming over to rape niggas again, and black people are will never make sure to get. He was saying crazy shit. All right. I'm paraphrasing this craziness, but he was saying crazy shit. He was just lying out his ass. He was throwing shit out there, right? Joe Biden was saying, I got insulin down to $15 instead of $35. And if anybody takes insulin, y'all know how expensive that shit is. So to get it down to $35 is really good. But it seemed like he was just misspeaking and just fumbling his numbers rather than he was actually trying to go out there and just say whatever the fuck he wanted to say or mislead the American people. It did not seem to me that it doesn't seem to me that Joe Biden is giving a message in which he is trying to mislead the American people. It doesn't. Meanwhile, Knuck and Futz over there is doing whatever, saying whatever the fuck he wants, to the point that people are talking like the main takeaway from his debate is that he didn't lose his temper. Are you fucking serious? Is that the bar that we're setting here, America? I weep. I'm weeping. I am crying like Van Jones. I'm crying like Van Jones.
This is the lowest I've been.
Mo 3 times right now. I'm saying it for everybody who's listening, whoever's within earshot. I am crying like a baby back bitch right now, just like Van Jones, weeping. A tea, like the Tin Man in the Wiz. That's how I'm crying.
First of all, don't argue.
I'm weeping for all of us up in here. I'm weeping for all of us. You just gave this. Oh my God! Listen, all right. So after this debate, I'm saying right now that I would think that Joe Biden's going to go lower on the polls. A lot of people are saying it's not really going to matter because we're coming up the 4th of July weekend. But guess what? Wasn't really much going on last week other than Furiosa dropping.
Emotionally and mentally, this is
there was no new puffy information or anything like that. Nothing crazy. Taylor Swift didn't get a new boyfriend, or he didn't break up with the other boyfriend. We got a little J-Lo, Ben Affleck, but we knew that was going to happen. So really, the hot thing of last week was the motherfucking debate.
First of all,
I'm sorry.
Don't argue.
I'm still streaming. I don't even know. I've been in here for an hour. It does not feel like an hour. It feels like I've been doing this for 20 minutes. I don't have the air conditioner on. It is a little hot in here, and I am sweating. I am in my juices, and I'm loose. I'm feeling loose. Unlike Joe Biden.
Lowest I've been so far.
Just drum solo. Let me drink some water real quick. This is crazy. Oh my God, that's yesterday's water. Wondering why it just felt room temp. It's not even room temp in here. It's womb temp, yo. It's womb temp. It's like a uterus in there. I'm like in utero, yo, and I'm sweating like it's embryonic fluid. That's what's going on. That's how I'm living.
Emotionally,
I've been working out. I bet you guys. I got the t-shirts on, but I'm going to have to win. My guns are coming back, so I'm going to have to make a little talking shit, getting clicks. Fucking tank top for y'all.
That shit, yo, bro. Think about what you just discovered.
Yep. And then when I do my 200 crunches, and then I work on my obliques for like 2.5 weeks, and I get back to looking big blanks in the chest, when I'm looking like that, then I'm going to just take it all off, and I'm just going to get it tatted on my heart. And then we're going to do a show, and I'm just going to be sweating and popping my pegs. No roids. I'm just playing. But check this out. All right? I say all this to say this. Joe Biden got. Now, what I saw directly after on CNN, and I'm going with CNN because we're not going to do MSNBC, which is crazy left. We're not going to do Fox, that is crazy right. We're going to give it straight down the center, even though we know CNN still leans a little to the right. But they are fair, and you can fact check them, and everybody fucking watches them. And they had Donald Trump on there and helped them get elected in the first place the first time. So that's why I'm using CNN. If you want to debate CNN, I don't care, because guess what? My phone lines aren't open. The chat's in here, and guess what? I can look away from the chat. But I'm looking at the chat right now, Vlago. De Niro got blackballed. I mean, whatever. De Niro could move better than Joe Biden, so I give it to him. Trump said nothing, lied about a lot, but also so did Joe. I just broke it down. Joe Biden was misinformed on numbers and we're off on numbers. It wasn't like he was trying to intentionally lead the American people. Donald Trump was effing evading questions. I'm waiting for him to answer one effing question.
That shit, yo.
Yo, honestly, and this is why I was going to go into the DNC. This is what I would have did there. If I was Joe Biden, and I'm glad I'm not Joe Biden, but if Joe Biden was with it, I would have been like, yo, I'm not even going to debate. Hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I would start doing what Trump did, but I would do it positively. Like, yo, this is what we're working on, because he needs to get that message out of what they're working on in Democrat. Like, their messaging is trash. But I'd be like, this is what we're working on. I would be like, this MFer is a criminal. This MFer is a liar. This MFer did this while his wife was pregnant with the porn star, said he didn't, got caught out there. This MFer did this to the American public and shows no respect for the United States of America, its flag, the police, the veterans, or anybody. He has no respect for anybody, and that's how I would keep it every day, all day. I'm the motherfucking president. You can't tell me shit. Who was doing the things? Who was doing on CNN? Blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. I forget. I had the names, but I remember like 2 people. Those debate rules also suck, because I like to hear a good crowd, but then I thought it was going to be interesting without the crowd, but then I like the mic mute, because, you know, some people talk over people like that and bully and everything. And then the no prompters is always good. The no prompters is great. The no prompters is great. But I think like having a crowd there was a little bit better. It was like, it looked a little dull up in there. Maybe a virtual people just like on TV, like they used to do NBA.
First of all,
yeah, Joe was trying to shoot and was Elliot. Joe was just terrible. Sharon, Joe was terrible, okay? But Trump lied his ass off, and the only thing that I'm hearing from the people on the street was that he remained calm. He didn't go off. I mean, if that's the bar we're going to set, I get it. However, if I was the DNC, this is what I would do. First of all, when he ran last time, they should have, it's Kamala Harris, but when they picked the vice president, they should have been picking the vice president specifically to replace the president in his second term. Now, I don't know because now that I'm thinking about it, maybe the whole thing was that Hale will do a second term with Biden. On a second term with Biden, we'll push Kamala out there, and then we'll extend this to maybe 8 more years with Kamala, and we'll have a Democratic reign for 16 years. I mean, I would like to see 12 years of straight Democrats work. I would just like to see it. I would like to see it, because I see every time they get the country, they get in control of the country, they're always at a deficit. They bring it back up, and they're good, so they get another term. Then they bring it back up some more, and then some bullshit happens because people will be like, oh, no, we don't want this guy. Let's try this other team. And then the other team always messes the money up, and then the Democrats got to come back and make the money right again. The Democrats got to get the money right. What I did like about Trump, if I was going to be able to talk about it, was that if you look at the money during Trump, everything, it was going up. He wasn't fucking the money up. Obama had bought the money up. He took charge of the money, and he was making some more money for the country, right? And then at the same time when he made those tax cuts, that's when COVID came around also. So to be fair, I'm not going to judge him tax cuts versus COVID, but at the same time, I do know that there is a sharp decline after those 2 occurrences. And I do know that he was commander-in-chief saying that it's nothing, we're going to keep the country over him, when he could have just closed the country for like 30 whole days and made everybody sit in the house for 30 days, not fight it and wear some masks and do this shit. And we could have been over it, and it would have been good. And we wouldn't have been sitting in fucking the house for 2 years. I mean,
and mentally, this is the lowest I've been so far.
Exactly. I was talking about that earlier. And now, yeah, that didn't work. So the DNC didn't work. And now if they were trying to be aggressive, like we'll get Joe into a second term, and then in a second term we'll push Kamala out there, she'll be a leader, and we'll kind of do it like Reagan and George W. Bush. And then we'll have Bush go right into there and do his thing. And then, you can understand that. But damn it, Biden, he don't got no ankle rotation. He don't got no knees rotation. I know his elbows hurt. You know what I mean? I got a little lower back and a left shoulder. myself, and it's painful sometimes. So I know he's just creaking. Like, I can hear him, like, his bones creaking when he walks, yo. Like, he needs some Heelys, but he would probably fall, and if he falls, something's breaking. And I mean, it's not just gonna break, it's gonna, like, shatter. There's gonna be dust. There's gonna be bone dust. It's so brittle. Like, he looked that brittle. Like, you could just blow his ass over, yo. Like, he was reaching for that step. Yo, I wouldn't even have taken that debate. I wouldn't have taken that debate. I wouldn't have taken it. I don't even see the sense in that debate or whatever. But then the DNC goes on CNN and says, oh, we got to get Biden out of here, which is, oh, yeah, that's the way to respond, DNC, that you're scared and you're spooked. No, the other side would have never done that. The other side would have been like, oh, this motherfucker put something in his drink. They would have made up anything. I would have just normally said that, hey, listen, it's been a minute. This is a new, different rules. He flubbed the hell out of this debate. We got another one. He'll be back. He'll be great. And then I would have went on with more rallies, a little bit more campaigning, a little bit more public speaking and shit for Biden, showing him dancing the Macarena or some shit so everybody can, like, think that he's limber, you know? Let him hit that Tootsie Slide real quick. But no, the Democrats was like, oh, we're going to panic. The Democrats should have pushed Kamala out first and foremost. The best move that they did the entire night of the debate was, and Love said that, yo, they called Kamala. They got Kamala out of bed because they were like, yo, Kamala Harris is going to be on. And then it took a while. Like, if Kamala's going on, you're going to bring Kamala on, and then right away. It took her a while. She had to put the blue suit on. She had to put the makeup on, you know what I'm saying? She had to shake that martini shaker up, take her a sip, get right, and go on camera, and she blew that shit down. Now, if they would have pushed her out for those 4 years, I would have been like, as Joe Biden, I'm like, yo, I'm not even going to debate you, you bitch. That's what I told Trump. Because we're in a new era now. You can do it. You can say whatever the hell you want to say now. I'd be like, I'm not debating you, no bitch. I'm sending Kamala at you. And then I want to let Kamala chew Trump's ass up because she can chew him up. And she came back that night on CNN and she was on message and she was also on teleprompter. But then you could see at times she went off teleprompter and she was just chewing him up. She's the best person right now that can actually clearly communicate the Biden administration's message, all of the things that they've done, all the things that they're working towards. And like right now, she is the best mouthpiece because guess what you can't do? She's your vice president. She's your first woman, quote unquote, black, Blasian. She's Indian, sub-Asian, black. She's Indian and black, like red dot, not feather, and black. And she's a woman. So that's like 3 things right there. That's mad points. That's mad DEI right there, haters. That's mad DEI, haters.
The average human being don't got time to research about no fucking aliens or angels.
They don't. So why? And I think they're angels and fucking and aliens are way more interesting than Donald Trump or Joe Biden. So you know that the American people don't have that enough energy and time to research them. They just listen to what they give them. Yep, she all that. She's got 3. She's got 3. Plus, she's married to a white dude, yo. You know what I mean? And she's polished. She's not ugly. She's been in the Senate. She's former, like, a lawyer. She can speak. She's sharp. She knows the game plan. She's a politician. She's going to follow whatever plan it is.
First of all.
So guess what you can't do? You can't say, hey, I'm going to pick Pete Buttigieg. You can't say I'm going to pick Gavin Newsom if you're going to replace him. You can only replace Joe Biden with Kamala Harris. And guess what? As much as, like, talented politician that she is, on the up and up, that's just between you and me, she has a likability issue. You didn't push her out there. You didn't make her out there in front of the camera taking with initiative. She should have been by your side every time. It should be known. By now, the American people should know that, hey, Joe Biden's going to pass it off to her. They should have been knowing. They should have known the plan. They should have been like, oh, he's going to run for another and pass it off to Kamala. You guys should have been talking about that and feeding that to the public, but you did not. You didn't do it. You didn't do it because the The DNC they're stupid. They're stupid. You know how I feel about them ever since what they did to Bernie. You remember Julian Assange? Remember the WikiLeaks? And part of the WikiLeaks was the emails from Sony, and they were talking shit on Kevin Hart. They were saying Kevin Hart is so greedy. He only wants money, money, money. I mean, that's the pot calling the kettle black, like studio executives, because this man wants to get his bag and not get screwed over, right? Remember that? They were getting rid of Spider-Man. They were coming up with the new Spider-Man back. This was in like 2016. And they were coming up with the other Spider-Man. They were doing all the Sony leaks. And then they had leaked information from, I think it was Wasserman, the head of the Wasserman Schultz or some shit like that. And she was the head of the DNC, and they were leaking emails. And basically the emails showed that the DNC was trying to bury Bernie Sanders. The people wanted Bernie Sanders, and the Democrats wanted Bernie Sanders. A lot of Democrats wanted Bernie Sanders, and they were going with the status quo of Hillary Clinton.
And mentally...
And I said that is a huge mistake. The DNC is going to lose, and anybody who pays attention to politics was going to vote. And they paid attention, saw that fluky duke, and decided to say, nah, we're not going to do this. Not with Hillary. It just made Hillary that much more attractive. Amongst other things, Cambridge Analytica, Russia, maybe a little North Korea mixed in there with the bots. Yeah. Normal Americans were liking comments about, and this is in 2015. Normal red-blooded Americans that love football, Jesus, and the American flag. They were online talking about they love Putin. The bots had them loving Putin.
This is the lowest.
This is proven facts. Yeah. It's a masculinity thing. The part of the reason why we're having the internet fight between women, because I know it's a lot of black women, black men fights, they're saying, but it wasn't. It was started with it was the white dudes were having problems with their women, and they started going on, and they started the red pill. It was a white dude who started that red pill movement. Yeah. And this was around the time, like, it started going big during the Trump time, guys. Just saying.
Emotionally and mentally, this is the lowest I've been so far.
It is. Watch Furiosa, though. Van Jones is a bitch. I'm Mo 3 times. This is Mondays with Mo. You want to see me on Thursday? You know what we're going to do Thursday. Thursday, we have a live show. It's a call-in show, 313-825-5557. We will talk Furiosa. I will give you a chance so we can call them back in, because I know there's still going to be more Trump and Biden talk. We'll talk about our shitty-ass Supreme Court, a.k.a. 6-3, 6-3. 6-3. That's what's important. I mean, it's important. It's very important, but the certain guy has control over them. I mean, but I don't see, hold on. Kagan is not going to retire anytime soon. Sotomayor is fairly newer. She's not, and Ketanji Brown is pretty, so they're going to be there for a while. But it would refresh the conservatives are in there, like the older guys like Alito and the Chief Justice Roberts. Now they can they'll be able to retire. You'll get 2 fresh to deaths in there. Maybe Clarence Thomas stays on and becomes the Chief Justice, because I think he would be Chief Justice if Alito and Roberts leaves. And then then Thomas gets to run it. And he'll have 2 fresh pups with him, along with his 2 medium-sized pups in Barrett and Gorsuch. And now this is what we got. We got 6-3s, 6-3s, 6-3s. And no, I do not agree with the Democrats when they say we need to. I mean, I do get it. We do probably need some more justices on the Supreme Court. Just because there are a lot of different interpretations of the law. But I am not willing to expand the Supreme Court under this current political structure that is either Democrat or Republican. I can't do it unless we get more mainstream political parties into the system. It makes no sense to, because I would like a libertarian Supreme Court justice. Yep. So anyway, like I said, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. We're going live with Mo 3 times, and we usually call that the we episodes. That's what we do. That's what we do. But yeah, Mondays with Mo. That's me. We talked about this thing.
That's because Jesus Christ.
And that's how I'm going out. That's how I'm going out. Whatever. I'll give him a theme song. All right. Let the children sing. See you Thursday. If not sooner, go check out El Vlogo of the POE cast along with Storm. She does a ladies' night on Thursdays. Vlogo's in there on Tuesday nights, like tomorrow around this time. Check them out. And then check me out. Hit your alerts. Hit like. Hit share. Hit subscribe if you got anything out of this. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you Thursday.